staff level agreement has come in time, and so it gives an indication that Ghana is on track to get an IMF program. But when you read the statement, you know that with staff level agreements, they would come here and look through the books, consult all stakeholders, and find out whether Ghana is on a good path in terms of particularly our debt levels have to be sustainable. And so Ghana has presented quite a detailed debt exchange program on the domestic front. And there is also the expectation that there will be some debt restructuring on the foreign front as well. And so before the country can get a board level, a full-blown program, it means that Ghana needs to show that the debt levels have been brought to sustainable path. And then in the medium term, I believe that the target is about 55.5% of GDP. And so all the debt restructuring and what government is doing is trying to show that it's on a path to getting the debt levels sustainable. But the condition really is that government is facing a lot of pushback on the domestic front, particularly when you look at issues and statements that labor unions have issued out there, the threats for strike action. There's a lot of pushback. And it comes back to the fact that probably the consultations did not go on well before the announcement of these programs. Because if indeed people were involved and knew what was at stake, then I think that if you're sitting at the table and at the end of the day an agreement is reached and you come out to say, no, you do not agree, probably that would be in bad taste. So the responsibility now is on government to be able to convince stakeholders who at this point are on the losing end in the sense that people invested, fund managers invested with anticipation of a certain return. Now, implicitly, they are having to take reduced values in terms of the proposals for the debt restructuring. So at the end of the day, the buck stops with government, and any delays in reaching agreements with the debt restructuring on the domestic front could possibly lead to a delay in Ghana obtaining a full program, a board level agreement with respect to the IMF program.